Hey guys, this is KGG2005 here. I'm back with the third video of the summer. I got my background going with the binder, the unopened sealed decks, and my fake booster box right here of Rising Rivals. Today I'll be showing my top 10 video. This is long overdue. I've been thinking about my top 10 for a while now, and they haven't changed that much at all. As I get more cards, obviously I look over my top 10 again and see which one I want. So here, we're going to start with a number 10. And I'll explain why each one is in the position that it is. Okay, so my number 10 is a Giovanni's Needle King. Let me zoom in on that. Okay, now this card, it's a really, first of all, the artwork is just awesome. Like if you look at the Needle King, like the background, the ground right behind it to the right, like okay, here, that part, it's so nice. Like each one is tiled or something, and it's just like it looks really nice. And then Needle King just looks mean and nasty in this, you know, and it's a Giovanni's card. He is one of my favorite gym leaders. But the real reason is because like Needle King, I would use him in all the old games like red, blue, and yellow. He would always be one of my favorites. Like I would get a Nidoran, I would evolve into a Nidorino, and then right away just use the Moonstone that I get from Mount Moon to evolve it into this. So this is definitely one of my favorite cards, and I put it at the top 10. It's in mint condition. I keep all my top 10 favorite cards in these heart sleeves. Alright, let's start off with number 9, which would be this Electivire Reverse. The reason I like this, and I'm not sure if this is an error or not, but it has this mark, see that? The line going straight down. And it happens at the top too, but slightly, so you can't really see it, but I know that it goes straight down and it doesn't go through the picture, so it makes me think that it's a misprint, like an error or something, so that makes this one really unique. Other than that, I really like Electivire. This card's really good if you have like a electric deck or something. And you know, Electabuzz has always been my favorite Pokemon in all the games because it's so powerful with its Thunder Punch and everything. So yeah, this is why this is number 9. It's because of basically the error right there, which makes it unique from all the other Electivire cards. Okay, next one we have a personal favorite, the Charizard reprint. This card, I love the artwork so much. I actually have the original to show you guys as well, so you can compare. So it's right here. And it has come a long way, as you can see, like his mouth, his details on the tongue, even the fire in the background and the fire coming out his mouth, and the background is just amazing. Even the wings, they're more like clear, and even though this one looks more like the cartoon version, this looks like a real lifelike version that would be of the Charizard, and it's exactly the same thing, except this one doesn't have the level. This one has a level up top, and then everything's the same about this card. It's not the best card to use in a game, but you know, it's a really good card, and that's why it's number 8, because it reminds me of the good old days where we used to collect only base set Pokemon, and it would be so hard to get holos and stuff. Alright, so that was number 8. Now we're going to 7, which would be my Tyranitar from Neil. This card is so cool. If you look at the background, it looks like a T-Rex or something. Like these would be the eyes. This would be like the mouth smiling or something. It looks like a T-Rex in the back, and then he's just roaring. Like Karna looks nasty in this one. I have a non-holo version of this, but I like the holo version a lot better. It's a really good card. Not the best for battles anymore because it only has 100 HP, which most of the commons have now. So, but it doesn't have a weakness, and it was one of the first dark Pokemon in all of Pokemon history. It was this, Umbreon, and like a couple more that started the whole dark type thing. So yeah, that's why this is number 7 on my list, because it's a really good looking card. It's one of the few dark types that I know that started the whole thing, and Tyranitar is just mean. That's why I really like the card. Alright, next we have a base set shadowless Gyarados. You can see that it's shadowless because the crease, it has like no shadow right here. So I actually did have an original Gyarados to show you guys, but I don't have it with me right now, but I'll show you guys later. So this is a base set Gyarados. It took me a while to get this one off eBay. This one's in mint condition, like all around. And the reason I like this card is because, first of all, like this is probably my favorite Gyarados card in terms of artwork. It looks like he's in like a tornado or something, and he's causing it right there at the root of his mouth. But then he's like floating, you know. This really gives off his flying element here, because in the game they would call it flying and water, but then it couldn't learn to fly. So this really gives it that extra look. And then the attacks were really good. I used to use this all the time. You know, it's only evolving from Magikarp, so it was a really powerful card. I really like this one, and I always wanted one when I was a kid. It was just so nice looking. And now I have the base set one, which is one of the rarest. I wish it was first edition, but it's not, but that's okay. Really good card. Base set, yeah. Okay, I think we're on number 5 right now, and that will be my Umbreon. Like I said, this is one of the first Pokemon that started the Darkness type in Neo. And even though this is not the best card, I love the artwork. Like, you see the tips, they're all like squiggly at the end. So, and its eyes are so blood red that it just looks awesome. The moon in the back is really nice, and you know, first time I saw Gary use this against that Alakazam in the episodes, it was just amazing. I really loved that episode. So yeah, that's why I like this card. Moving on, we're on number 4 right now, and that would be my Ho-Oh from Neo Genesis. This card is just amazing artwork, and you know, Ho-Oh is the ruler of the sky and fire, so it's got the rainbow, and you can see the colors, like its wings spread out and stuff. It has 3 attacks, so it was pretty good to use back in the day, but now not anymore. As a basic, this is a really cool card, and I really like having it because Ho-Oh was one of the first Pokemon I ever saw since I started Pokemon. Like, I moved to this country, I moved to Canada actually a couple of years ago, about 10 years ago in 2000, and then the first Pokemon I saw was Ho-Oh. Some kid was reading a book, and I saw Ho-Oh on the front cover, and I was like, what is that? And that's how I discovered Pokemon. So this is where it all began, just like it did for Ash in all of his journeys. Before he goes to a new region, Ash always sees this Pokemon, and you know, it kind of signifies that for me, and I really like this card. That's why it's number 4. Alright, number 3 is my Mew from the movie, the Ancient Mew card. First of all, the look of this card revolutionized all of Pokemon. There hasn't been another card like this at all. Like, different writing, just the artwork, the all covered reverse hollow look, and the back is just all the elements inside. Well, except for the new ones like Dark and Steel and whatnot. But yeah, this Pokemon, I really like this because it was in the 2000 movie. I really love that movie. It was one of my favorites, except for the first, of course. And in that movie, you know, the villain, he actually holds this card, and he's like, I'm coming from you next. So just having this in my hand really makes me connect to the movie, and I really like it because of that. Alright, folks, number 2. And this is actually a tie between my favorite 2 Pokemon, and I'm going to show you both them in the same order. Lugia and a Shining Mewtwo. The reason they're both my favorite, I'll start with Lugia, is because Lugia is my top 1 no matter what, because it's my favorite Pokemon. It was the star of the 2000 movie, and this is just an amazing artwork card. It looks like it's fighting off Ho-Oh or something, you know. Like, it's just amazing card. And I have 3 of these actually, and it was so hard to get because each one cost about $45 online. I had to like buy bundles, I had to research, I had to do so much stuff to get it. So it's really nice card. This one's in mint actually, like I kept it that way. It's just the sleeve might have a few scratches, but inside it's mint. So, and it's from the new Discovery, so it's a really good card, and I just love watching it. It makes me feel so connected to Lugia. Alright, and then I have the Shining Mewtwo. This card is really cool. It reminds me of the first movie where he actually does that pose and blasts like Gyarados and all those other Pokemon in the first movie. So it really helps me to connect with that. And next, it looks like, you know, it's glowing, and it looks so nice. Like, when you look at it, it doesn't even look hollow. It looks beyond a hollow. That's why they call it Shining Mewtwo, I guess, because it's just incredible. Now, it's not the best to use in a battle because it only has 70 HP and like attacks uses different kinds of energies, but it's a really awesome card. You know, very rare. You can see that it has the 3 stars right there instead of the 1 star, so that's pretty cool. So I really like this card. Okay, guys, so those are my top 10. Now, I know some of you are mad that, you know, there's a tie between these 2, but come on, they're both well deserved. Just to recap, I'm gonna start Giovanni's. So I had Giovanni's Nidoking, Electivire Reverse, Charizard reprint, the original Charizard that I showed with it, Tyranitar, Gyarados, Shadowless, Umbreon, Ho-Oh, Mew, Ancient Mew, and Lugia and Shining Mewtwo. So thanks a lot for watching. Please rate and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.